Let me start by asking you something very honestly. Have you ever walked out of an interview thinking I answered everything correctly? So why do I feel like mess up? You didn't fail technical round. You didn't even say anything wrong. And still rejection email. Okay. Do you know what that usually means? It means behavioral interview widely rejected you. And the worst part, most people don't even realize that this round is happening. They think interviews are only about skills, tools, experience. No, that's only half the story. The other half is something companies rarely explain. How you think, how you react, how you handle real life situation. That's exactly what behavioral interview are about. And today I am going to explain this properly. Okay, let me explain you in a very simple way. When an interviewer asks you, tell me about a time you handle pressure, they are not interested in the story. They are interested in you, inside that story. They are watching. Did you panic or stay calm? Did you blame other or take responsibility? Did you learn something or repeat the same mistake? Did you sound honest or rehearsed? This is why two people can give the same answer, but only one gets selected. Because behavioral interviews are less about what happened and more about who you become when it happened. And no, this is not about acting or faking personality. If you try to fake it, it shows immediately. Sometimes hiring person ask you, tell me about a time you failed. This question scares people. I don't understand why, because everyone has failed. And here's where people destroy their chance. They either say, I never really failed, everything went fine, or they over dramatize. I completely ruined the project. The company lost money. Everything was my fault. And both are wrong. Let me explain you. The interviewer is not testing your failure, they are testing your relationship with failure. So when you answer, your story should feel human, something like, yes, I made a mistake and this is what happened at that time, this is how I reacted emotionally, this is what I understood later, and this is how I changed my behavior after that. Do you see the difference? It's not about looking perfect, it's about showing growth. No, don't make this mistake. Never blame your manager, team, company environment. Even if it was their fault, own your part. That maturity matters more than the story itself. Another question is, tell me about a conflict at work. Okay, do you know this question is a silent trap? Because most people think I should prove I was right. And this is wrong approach. An interviewer already know conflict happen. They are trying to understand how safe you are to work with. So instead of saying my colleague was difficult or my manager didn't understand me, save the energy. Talk about misunderstanding, communication gap, different expectation, and then explain how you handle it, not how bad the other person was. Because the moment you sound defensive or aggressive, the interviewer imagine you are creating tension in their team. And trust me, no company hires stress. Third question is, tell me about a time you took initiative. This question is not about leadership title. Fresher think I don't have experience. What do I say? Experienced people think I should talk about a big project. No, initiative can be small but intentional. It could be improving a process, helping a teammate, learning something before being asked, or fixing a small but recurring problem. The key thing is intention. When you explain it, focus on what made you notice the problem, what made you act without being told, That shows ownership, and ownership is rare. Now, listen carefully. The biggest mistake in behavioral interview is memorization. People Google answer, they rehearse line, they sound perfect, and that's exactly why they fail. Because behavioral interviews are about authentic reaction, not polished speeches. If your answer sounds like something you practiced 50 times, the interviewers disconnect emotionally. Instead, think of your answer as a guided conversation, not script. Pause, think, speak like a human. Silence is okay, thinking is okay, but fake confidence is not okay. Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Interviewers often decide within the first few behavioral answers whether they want to work with you or not. Not because of skill, but because of why. Are you calm? Are you honest? Are you reflective? Are you respectful when you talking about other? Skill can be trained, but character is risky and company avoid risk. So if you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Behavioral interviews are not about being impressive. They are about being real, aware, and emotionally intelligent. You don't need dramatic story. You need clarity, ownership, and learning. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to structure this answer naturally without sounding rehearsed. So make sure you watch that.